Hey, I'm Bridget, and you're watching the top 10 most intense testimonies in the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial. Coming in at number 10, when Depp's sister testified that the actor swore to never repeat domestic violence after their mother was physically aggressive towards them. Christy Dombrowski, Depp's older sister by 3 years, was the first witness to testify in the defamation trial. When she took the stand, she spoke about their experience as children growing up with their mother, whom she described as a high-strung, nervous, and often angry person. She said that when we were older, we decided that once we had our own home, we were never going to repeat in our own home anything similar to our childhood. And coming in at number 9, when Amber Heard's ex-assistant said that the actress verbally harassed her on multiple occasions. Kate James, who worked as Amber Heard's personal assistant for 3 years between 2012 to 2015, testified via video in a recorded deposition that Heard screamed at her when she tried to negotiate her salary of $50,000 per year, which is half of what she would normally make as a full-time celebrity personal assistant, saying that she leapt out of her chair and put her face approximately 4 inches from my face, spitting in my face, saying how dare she ask for the salary that she's asking for. James said that Heard also regularly screamed at her over the phone and would send a barrage of horrible text messages to her, often in the early morning hours between 2 to 4 a.m. Number 8, when Kate Moss testified that Depp, her ex-boyfriend, never pushed her down a flight of stairs. British model Kate Moss, who dated Depp between 1994 and 1998, testified that he never pushed her down a flight of stairs. Earlier in the trial, during Heard's testimony, she referred to an unverified rumor that Depp once pushed Moss down the stairs. Although Moss has never publicly accused Depp of misconduct, Moss then crushed those rumors by testifying to what really happened while the two were staying in a resort in Jamaica, saying that she in fact slipped down the stairs and Depp tended to her, saying that she screamed because she didn't know what was happening to her and Depp carried her to the room and got her medical attention. Number 7, when Depp's manager said the actor missed out on a $22 million payday for Pirates of the Caribbean 6 due to the catastrophic allegations made by Heard. While testifying remotely, Jack Wiggum, Depp's talent manager, and Disney's president of production Sean Bailey and Pirates of the Caribbean producer Jerry Bruckheimer verbally sealed a deal around 2016 to pay Depp $22.5 million for the 6th film in the franchise. However, Wiggum was never able to revive the deal following Heard's allegations in 2018 in her Washington Post op-ed, which she detailed her experience with domestic abuse. Even though Depp himself was never named in the article, Wiggum testified that since the fall of 2018, Depp has been relegated to roles in lower-paying independent movies and hasn't filmed a movie since 2020. Number 6, when the clinical psychologist who evaluated Heard said she was aggressively exaggerating her symptoms of PTSD. Dr. Shannon Curry, a forensic clinical psychologist who evaluated Heard for over 12 hours in 2 days in December, testified in court that Heard did not have PTSD and appeared to be grossly exaggerating her symptoms. The result of Ms. Heard's evaluation supported 2 diagnoses: borderline personality disorder and histrionic personality disorder. Curry concluded that Heard had a very sophisticated way of minimizing any personal problems while having a lot of inner hostility and externalizing blame. Number 5, when Depp's private doctor described what happened the night his finger was severed. Dr. David Kipper, Depp's private doctor, described his experience on the night the actor's finger was severed. The doctor was saying, on an island in Australia on March 7, 2015. Depp sent Dr. Kipper a text that night saying his finger was severed, according to the record shown in court. When Dr. Kipper arrived, he treated the wound and took him to the emergency room. Depp then texted him several days later, again blaming himself for the incident. But later in the trial, when Depp took to the stand, the actor testified that during a heated argument, Heard threw 2 bottles at him, with one making contact with his little finger and slicing it off. Depp said that he initially lied about how the tip of his right middle finger was cut off rather than telling him that Heard threw a bottle at him, saying on the stand that he didn't want her to get in trouble. Number 4, when Heard testified about the alleged harassment campaign against her and the various death threats that she received as a result. Heard told jurors that a harassment campaign waged against her by Depp has left her humiliated and scarred for life from multiple death threats. Heard was the final witness in the 6-week libel trial Depp brought against his wife. She said that Depp had been fixated on revenge ever since she filed for divorce and obtained the restraining order against him, testifying that, quote, Johnny promised he'd ruin her life, her career, and take her life from her. She noted the social media campaigns against her and the mockery she has received while testifying about her assault, as well as the overwhelming support for Depp in the courtroom, stating that she just wants him to leave her alone and that he has taken enough of my voice, and that she has the right to tell her story. 3. When Depp countered Heard's testimony, calling it unimaginably brutal, cruel, and all false, Johnny Depp returned to the stand during the 6-week and final week of his defamation trial against Heard, refuting her testimony that she attacked her during their honeymoon in 2015. Following Heard's testimony that Depp slammed her against the wall and she feared he would kill her, Depp testified that it was actually her who attacked him, alleging that she gave him a black eye. His defense then produced photos of the former couple with waitstaff that showed Depp with an injured eye. The actor also accused Heard of abusing her sister, Whitney Henriquez, saying that he has certainly seen Heard push her around. He then went on to call Heard's testimony unimaginably brutal, cruel, and all false, calling her allegations ridiculous, humiliating, and savage, addressing the court, saying that no matter what happens, I did tell the truth, and that I've spoken up for what I've been carrying on my back reluctantly for 6 years. Number 2. When Depp's former girlfriend Ellen Barkin testified that he once threw a wine bottle in her direction. In a recorded deposition, Ellen Barkin, who dated Depp for less than a year in 1994, said the actor was jealous and controlling during their relationship. Most shockingly, when the two were filming Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas in 1997, Barkin described an incident where Depp threw a wine bottle in her direction during a heated argument between Depp and his friends. And coming in at number 1, when the ACLU said that Heard only donated $1.3 million of the $3.5 million she pledged to the organization from her divorce settlement. Terrence Doherty, the general counsel and chief operating officer of the ACLU, said in a recorded deposition that the organization received 4 donations from Heard, which totaled $1.3 million. However, when Depp and Heard reached a divorce settlement in 2016, the actress announced that she would donate the entirety of her $7 million divorce settlement to charity, saying that the money would be split between 2 organizations, the American Civil Liberties Union and the Children's Hospital Los Angeles, which meant the ACLU should have received $3.5 million. But it turns out only one of those payments from Heard was actually from her directly, a payment of $350,000 back in August of 2016. The other payments were from Depp and from a fund set up by Elon Musk. Later in the trial, when Heard took to the stand, the actress said that she still planned to donate all the money she promised, claiming it was the trial, in fact, that was stalling her payments. Well, there you have it.